Deep in conversation, Nzube and the wise man were approached by a madman on the street, curious about the secret sorrow that seemed to consume them. The wise man, undeterred by societal norms, suggested sharing their story with the madman. Nzube hesitated, questioning the wisdom of seeking advice from someone considered mad. Once upon a time, in a village, there lived a man named Nzube. Throughout his life, Nzube managed to save a considerable amount of money. However, haunted by the persistent fear of losing his hard-earned fortune and well aware of the weight poverty carried, Nzube decided to take a precautionary measure. One moonlight night, Nzube carried all his money and headed to the nearby city. Under the cover of darkness, he chose a secluded spot and buried his wealth beneath a sturdy old tree. Content that his treasure was now hidden away, he returned to his village with a sense of relief. As the time passed, Nzube couldn't shake off the longing for the sight of his buried treasure. The desire to ensure it was safe and intact grew stronger within him. Unable to resist any longer, he set out for the city and reached the familiar tree. With anticipation, Nzube began to dig at the spot where he had concealed his wealth. To his dismay, the once buried treasure was nowhere to be found. The shock of his discovery turned Nzube's joy into bitter disappointment. The money that had brought him happiness now left him with emptiness and sorrow. Feeling ashamed and unsure whom to confide in, Nzube faced each day with a heavy heart. Nzube, still grappling with the weight of his lost fortune, continued his daily life in the village. One day, as he walked through the market square, he unexpectedly encountered a wise man known for his insight into people's trouble. The wise man, noticing Nzube's somber demeanor, approached him with words of comfort, expressing concern. The wise man shared his belief that friends are like mirrors, reflecting our innermost feelings, encouraging Nzube to share his burden. He explained the old saying that a problem shared is a problem half solved. Nzube, feeling the warmth of the wise man's word, sighed heavily and decided to confide in his newfound friend. As Nzube recounted the tale of his buried treasure and subsequent loss, the wise man listened attentively. Shocked and empathetic, the wise man delved deeper, questioning Nzube about the secrecy of his actions. He asked if anyone had witnessed the burying of the treasure or if there was anything left behind that might attract attention. Nzube tearfully assured his friend that he had been cautious and discreet, and he couldn't recall having any enemies. Concerned for Nzube's well-being, the wise man proposed taking some time to meditate on the situation. He believed that in the quiet recess of contemplation, something new and important might come to light. Nzube, appreciative of the wise man's genuine care, agreed to wait patiently for his friend's return. During the days of meditation, the wise man reflected on the various possibilities, seeking a solution for Nzube's predicament. When he returned, he regretfully admitted that he hadn't discovered a clear answer. However, he expressed his heartfelt prayers, hoping that someday someone deserving would compensate Nzube for his lost treasure. The story, hanging in suspense, takes a turn as Nzube and the wise man continue their journey through the village. Little did they know that a chance encounter with a madman and a curious little boy would set them on a path towards unexpected solutions and the recovery of Nzube's long-lost wealth. Let the tale unfold as new characters and unforeseen events shape the destiny of Nzube and his buried treasure. Deep in conversation, Nzube and the wise man were approached by a madman on the street, curious about the secret sorrow that seemed to consume them. The wise man, undeterred by societal norms, suggested sharing their story with the madman. Nzube hesitated, questioning the wisdom of seeking advice from someone considered mad. The wise man, however, reminded Nzube that wisdom can come from unexpected sources. As the three engaged in conversation, a little boy observed their interactions. Intrigued by the madman's antics, the boy joined the group. Nzube and the wise man explained their predicament to the madman, hoping for a glimmer of insight. After a brief moment of contemplation, the madman turned his back and continued on his way, leaving them surprised and puzzled. The little boy, however, had observed the surroundings. He asked Nzube about the type of tree under which the treasure was buried. Nzube mentioned it was a jubilee tree. The boy, with simplicity that surprised both Nzube and the wise man, suggested seeking advice from the city's doctors. According to him, the root of the jubilee tree was prescribed as medicine. Impressed by the boy's sharp mind and the madman's fortunate idea, the wise man, acquainted with the city's physicians, embarked on a journey of inquiry. After diligent efforts, he discovered that a native doctor had prescribed a remedy derived from the root of the jubilee tree to a merchandise named Mina, who had suffered from asthma. Determined to find a resolution, the wise man located Mina's house and addressed him. Expressing gratitude for Mina's recovered health, the wise man explained Nzube's situation. Mina, an honest merchant, acknowledged finding the lost treasure and agreed to return it upon knowing the exact amount of gold. Nzube's heart rejoiced as his long-lost wealth was finally restored. And so, with the help of a madman's peculiar insight, a wise boy's simple suggestion, and the persistence of a compassionate friend, Nzube's tale of loss transformed into a story of unexpected redemption. Let this be a reminder that sometimes solutions come from the most unlikely places, teaching us the value of humility, openness, and the interconnectedness of our journeys. The story of Nzube's lost and found treasures teaches us that wisdom can be found in unexpected places, emphasizing the importance of humility, openness, and seeking solutions from diverse sources. The story of Nzube's buried treasure serves as a reminder that sometimes what we fear losing the most might slip away when we least expect it. Thank you for watching. Please kindly like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos.